Cool. Hi guys. I'm back from the hospital. Yay! Straight up yay! Everything's over. Well, almost. Not for like another 2 weeks or so. So yeah, I'm back from the hospital. I am all good. I am in quite a bit of pain down my gynecology area, which is where I had the surgery, and up here in my throat. That's probably because I've been talking a lot. My bad. I am not going to tell you guys the entire story because the entire story is really long. I did blog about it on my Tumblr, and I'll leave the link to the thing where I blogged about it down there, down in the information. Long story short, I woke up at about 6 o'clock from nerves by accident. I didn't actually get up until about 7. Had a quick wash, took off all my makeup, took off all my nail polish. Don't think they really cared. My friend is still emailing me. Goodness gracious, stop it. Yeah, and I met my friend Nina in town at about 10 o'clock. Because we left at 9, so she met us in town at 10. And I had to go to school, so I could drop some forms. And then we had like an hour to waste, so we went shopping. Yeah. And then at around maybe 11 o'clock we buggered off to the hospital. Got there around 11:15. Mum grabbed some lunch because I knew she was going to need to eat because Nina and Mum were not eating because I couldn't eat. I wasn't allowed to eat from midnight onwards, and I wasn't allowed to drink from 6 o'clock onwards. I woke up at about maybe 5:59, and I was like, wait, fuck! I couldn't drink, and my mouth was dry all day. It fucking sucked. Yeah. So we got to the hospital. We got registered at about 11:30. I had a meeting with the nurse who gave me this cool ass bracelet, which I'm probably never going to take off, at maybe about 11, not 11, maybe about 12:30. And then we were waiting until about 3:30. At 2:30 Nina left. We were waiting until about 3:30 to get changed into my gears and everything like that. Put the cool ass hairnet on, put the gown, and the dressing gown, and the shoes. I don't know what to describe them. They're not shoes, they're like feet bags. They're just like the bags you put over your feet because you've got to be sterile. Yeah. Put all that on. I went down the theatre at maybe about 4 o'clock. Something like that, 4:15, something around that time. And my surgery lasted for about an hour. The thing about getting anesthetic, and general anesthetic especially, is that it does knock you straight out. Like, I didn't even realize I had fallen asleep. It was just like, all of a sudden, am I getting surgery? And before I woke up, I had a song stuck in my head, and it was "Just a Dream" by Nelly, which is one of my favorite songs at the moment. Yeah, and then when I woke up, I was in my bed. I was in the recovery ward. I had the blood pressure thing back on my arm, and I had the thing on my finger, the one that takes your pulse and stuff like that. And I still had the water gun in my hand, and I had a second liter of some kind of really strong drug that made me not so loopy, not so, I don't know what to word it. I really don't know how to word it. Yeah. So that happened. In the recovery ward, they kind of just like looked after me and helped me wake up and like told me what was going on, like how long I'd been out, and my throat really did hurt at the time, so they gave me an ice pack, and I'm probably gonna go grab another one because my throat is still hurting, obviously, because talking doesn't really fucking help. Yeah. And so after I was okay in the recovery ward, they moved me out into the temporary spot where I stayed for maybe about 3 hours. And before my parents came to visit me, because they came to see me at around 7:30, stayed till about 8, then they buggered off because they were not going to stay for mine. They checked to have a look down there, and as it turns out, they'd gotten something that was not good. So I was bleeding a lot, and they said that I had a small hematoma, which is basically like blood that gathers under the skin. It's kind of, I don't remember what the word was. It wasn't a blood blister. that's like, oh, I really don't know how to word it, whatever it is, but hematoma is also at the same time like a blood clot, and yeah, that's what I got down there at the thing. My doctor came in at around 7 o'clock this morning, because I was kept in overnight, and she kind of just like scraped away at the congealed jelly blood on the outside, and it's just like, alright, we're going to monitor this, I'll be back at about 8, have a look, yeah. So, I do kind of still have the blood clot in there, it's, fuck, this hurts, it feels, sometimes when I know that I have to put some of the more drugs on, which I'll do after this, it feels kind of like needles going up there, that's why it hurts, yeah, what was I just talking about? So I was in overnight, I had quite an adventure. I got my blood pressure and everything taken like every 2 hours. I met a nice girl, Nicole. She had eye surgery on her back, so she was in a lot of pain, poor thing. Yeah. But at least she got through it. I'm really proud of her. And she gave me some caramels, which was really nice. I needed something sweet. She had told Mum to bring me some sweet from the wishbone or something. Would have been nice. Yeah. I probably should have stuck to water anyway, which I am doing so far. My throat still hurts. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I was in overnight. I tried it around maybe 3 o'clock or so, maybe about 12 hours ago now, to go to the bathroom on my own. And I made the mistake of, I'd gone straight after I took some more drugs, some more painkillers, so probably not a good idea, but I did have to go. So I went to the bathroom, I was fine peeing, even though at this point the local anesthetic was starting to wear off, so it's kind of hurting, but that's to be expected. What's the word? I went to wash my hands, and all of a sudden my stomach started to feel really weird, so I was like, oh, I should probably sit down. And then it just got worse, and it got worse to the point where I felt like I was going to throw up. And so I called the nurses, and they were like, are you alright? And I was like, I'm going to throw up. And so I crashed over the toilet, and I did throw up. And they realized, oh shit, you just had all these drugs. You didn't eat, did you? No. And then we didn't eat. Yeah. Well, I did have dinner, but yeah, I didn't have anything to eat between then and 3 o'clock. Because I was meant to be sleeping. Yeah. What else? It was also because my blood pressure dropped right after I'd taken the drugs, and right after I just stand up, the blood pressure does drop. So it was that. Yeah, everything else was fine up until 9:30, which is when I got discharged and when I left. Gorgeous day outside, but I'm being told I have to stay inside and have to rest at some point. They did give me some drugs. For the actual wound to help it heal, they gave me Pimafurcot, which is in these 10-gram things. Pimafurcot. Yeah, and I gotta put this on twice daily until your review with the doctor in 2 weeks. So yeah, because this stuff is funded, this was only $5. I have 40 tablets of diclofenac sodium TA, which is basically a pain relief called Voltaren usually. It says, take 1 tablet twice daily for pain relief. Take each dose with food in a large glass of water. Swallow whole, do not crush or chew. Yeah. And then, like I said before about local anesthetic, there's general and local. General anesthetic knocks you out completely. Local anesthetic is kind of like what you get when you go for a root canal or something at the dentist, so it kind of just numbs it. Yeah, I had that on my crutch like all day until, yeah. And this is kind of the stuff I gotta go put on now. It's called lignocaine, and it's lignocaine gel. They gave me this, which basically it does the same thing as local anesthetic, but it's a gel that you can put on and rub on the outside. And it kind of just numbs it. And yeah, so this was only 10 grams, and then this stuff isn't funded by whatever it is. And this was 10 grams, and this was $21.50. So expensive stuff, but it bloody fucking helps. Yeah. And because I have to, because I was bleeding a lot overnight, I had to keep these pads on all the time. Fuck. Yeah. Just a warning, never send your dad in to go get pads, because he's going to get the wrong ones. My dad went in and got these ones. These are just super ones. These are just super 14. These are not good. Like, I'll use them maybe next week when I'm a little more confident, like, bleeding wise. I'm just on my period as well, so I don't have my period coming up. It's not going to be, like, uncomfortable. That's what it felt like all night though. Use good night ones. Use the nighttime pads. These are exactly what you need because they are longer. They are, especially these are like, they reach from the front all the way to your bum. So there is that confidence in them, and they are slightly thicker, so they will catch no matter what. Plus they have wings. And I have to wear these really cool undies as well. I have to wear them on top, like underneath mine, so that the pads stay. Yeah, just out of like confidence and stuff like that. So yeah, my little surgery is over and done with, except not maybe for maybe another 2 weeks. I'm just really hoping I don't have an infection and that this blood clot just goes away. I realise I'm going to be in a lot of pain for the next couple of days, which sucks big time. Yeah. Oh well, it's all over. And I'll probably like update you guys in maybe a week about how I'm feeling post surgery. But yeah.